Can you build a business on residential property? Well, the answer is it depends. And I'm going to tell you 5 specific things that you need to take into account and how to address those. As entrepreneurs and business owners, we know that if we have a clear plan, anything becomes possible. And if you can have a clear plan, a clear process to create that plan, and a way to create clarity with your partner or spouse, you can drive to amazing heights. All right, so if you're looking at building a business and putting it on residential property, there's going to be 5 things that you need to take into account. Now, it really is going to depend on the type of business that you're looking at doing. With COVID really sort of ambushed the traditional thinking for a lot of people in what business is. So if it's the kind of business that you are working from home, and maybe it's your own gig, but you don't really see anybody and it's all virtual, there's really not much anybody can do. There may be some grumpiness around it, but really nobody can do anything with that. So the first thing though is you have to define what is the type of business you're doing. Once you understand that, then you can say, what are the parameters and do I need to have any concerns or awareness around what I can and can't do? And the first thing that you need to consider is the zoning. Zoning is going to be where the home is located, or the residential property is located, and what is it technically zoned for. Zoning ranges anywhere from residential all the way to industrial. If you want to put an industrial usage on a residential property, the city's probably not going to like that, or the county, depending on where you are. So what you can do is you can go online to typically it's either be the city map or the county, and you can start searching to see what are the zonings and the communities and where you are, and that'll help you figure it out. Or, excuse me, don't be afraid of just going in and asking. Say, hey, I'm looking to do this. I've known some places where it may actually be a community, but it's in the county. County was okay with people running businesses out of it, to where they may have a shed on the side and they're running their electrical business out of it, or maybe they do certain types of business. Maybe they have a tow truck. Now, the first thing is going to be checking the zoning. Well, first thing is really defining what the business is. Second thing is defining the zoning. The next thing is seeing if your community has what's called an HOA, a homeowners association. If the community has a homeowners association, well, you're going to have to read the bylaws, the rules that govern the HOA, the homeowners association, and you can go through and see what's in there. So I happen to live in a neighborhood where we've got a couple acre parcels, and the HOA used to exist, but it no longer exists. As a result, there's some people who are running construction businesses in this neighborhood out of it because we're in the county and it's outside of it. But reviewing what does the HOA say. Now, in some cases, the HOA may even have frustrations about running any kind of business, and this is where it gets a little gray. But the next thing you're going to have to think about is what is the traffic that may be coming and going for your office. So you may think about this as if you're a therapist or a counselor or an architect, and you're going to have people come, pick things up, leave, or come and actually work in your location. Now, this is where there's a little bit of gray area for running that business, like if you're using a bedroom or maybe you have a separate lock-off unit that you can use as an office. But this is where checking, again, just to see what the zoning says, see what the HOA says, and then also start seeing if anybody else is doing it. So once you start identifying the traffic, because that's one of those areas where it'll frustrate people if you have a lot of people coming and going and coming and going. So the first thing is defining what is the business. The second thing is clarifying what is the zoning in your area, whether it be county, city, whatever municipality. The third thing is, does it have an HOA? And if so, what are the rules for that HOA? The fourth thing is what is the traffic flow going to be like? And is that going to be something that brings people's attention? Is it going to make frustrations? And then lastly, and this is a big one, is will you be effective from there? And will you be effective in having even a reasonably healthy balance in your life? If it is, then fair enough. But there's a lot of people who, from COVID all the way down to people trying to work at home, they end up being very much locked in at home. And it's hard on people. It's a hard lifestyle. So you're going to have that really candid conversation with yourself. Is this something where I will actually genuinely be productive And is this something that I'm going to enjoy? Will I be efficient at it? So if you found any value with this, you're welcome to go to our site, Aspiring Solopreneur. We've got a whole course on how to build and business plan to define, yeah, I'm ready to go, so that it's like, dude, no question, no brainer to jump in. A lot of videos and exercises to go through that. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe, check out other videos. Keep smiling.